Good morning, Track Bar! How you doing? Yes. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Slotcast Sessions with me, Pete Brown. I'm here a bit late. Sorry about that. I went to set it all up and got no internet. One thing you need for a live stream, or a good live stream anyway, is internet. So sorry I'm late. Very sorry I'm late, especially for those folk over the pond in America or Canada or South America. We've got some viewers from Mexico and Colombia, apparently. Get in there. South America. So, yeah. Oh, I see Daihe's in the chat. So, yeah, especially to you, Daihe. Sorry to keep you waiting for 4.5 minutes. Let's be precise. I know this because I tried to stay up. So, Thursday, shenanigans, had a great time. By the time me and Rahul had finished talking offset afterwards, it was about midnight. By the time I'd finished pottering around, crossing my T's, dotting my I's before bed, as you do, you know, final go around, check all the windows are locked, check the doors are closed and locked, all of that jazz that your kids never do, leave you wide open while you're sleeping. It was about 1-ish before I got to bed, when I was sort of just head on my pillow. And I'm like, oh, I've got like 3 minutes and Wildman is going to start his stream at 1 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. And I'm like, God, I can make this. So it come to 1 o'clock and he's not come on. And I'm like, oh, come on, Eric. I don't know how much I'm going to last here. And then he come on and he was sat there for a bit, sort of looking at the comments whilst waiting for people to come on and that. And as he's like, that's the last I heard. I was gone. I was like, genius. So yeah, apologies guys in America and Canada for being a little off the curve here, but you know, no internet, no stream. I've got it sorted now. Quick cheeky little press of the button, unplug the cable, and we are back in the game. So whoo, and breathe. It's too much excitement before a show, like literally 5 minutes before a show. Right, yeah, just turn this on. No internet. No, I tell you, we aren't half dependent on the interweb these days, aren't we? Like, we just need it. And like, if we haven't got it, oof. And we feel it at our age. Imagine how the young track fans feel it. It's like their whole universe is on the end of that screen. Right then, so good. We had a good weekend this weekend. Lots of things been going on. I went disco dancing on Friday. That was fantastic. So might share a little clip from it. Don't know. See how we feel. But otherwise, it was really good. And I believe Glastonbury is also going on this weekend. So it's nice that all the crusties are out of our way in the shopping centre and down in the field in Somerset. Out the way. Nice. So they're all there, pleading poverty with their £350 tickets. I love it. Let's all pretend we're skin and we're friends of the earth, but we've managed to find 350 notes. Who paid for that? I got a feeling, I know. Right then, so here we go. Let's start at 7:30 on the nail in the chat. I'm not going back any earlier than that because we'll be here all year. Because you guys love a little chat in the chat comments here, the live chat that is. Hang on, I am going back. I'm going back 1 minute before 7:30, 7:29 in the chat. Good morning, Albert. Here he is. Good morning, dude. How you doing? Is Wolf there as well? Wolf. He was out partying yesterday. So I was partying on Friday. He was partying yesterday. Boom-tastic. Well done, Wolf. You looked great at that party. So good morning. Good morning, Mark. Yeah, see? Bigging up the Albert. He knows when Albert's turning up. Oh, that doesn't work. Good morning, Bo. Yeah, here he is. Carl is in the house. Good morning, Carl. How you doing, buddy? Good morning, Dave. Slot R, he's in, he's up, he's about. Must be his turn to feed Rowan at this time of the morning. Brilliant. My right-hand man, Robber. How you doing, Robbo? Did you win at golf or did you let Sue win? And if Sue's listening, did she beat you, really? Good morning, Sue. Good morning, DNA. Daihe in the chat. I've already dressed it because I was late. Direct apology to the Americanos. Good morning, Doug. How you doing, my friend? Doug's up. Doug's about. And I've already had an early morning correspondence from Ian. He's apparently at some coast somewhere at 5 a.m. jumping in the cold water, doing a bit of scuba. And I love it because he offered us it in the chat. Anyone for scuba? 5 a.m. scuba. A resounding no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No way, mate. 5 a.m. Get your giblets in that cold water. Oh, you'd have them in your throat, wouldn't you? It'd be that cold. No way. But anyway, I'd love to see pictures of that because rather you than me. Defo, rather you than me. Good morning, Cribbit. How you doing? Is it? He's in, he's up. Good morning, and everyone else, he says. I like it. So Albert is on the likes already. He's kicking the monitors. Well, Daz Hall is driving. I had a correspondence from him earlier. He said he's got 9 drops to do. And one of them is a pre-8 a.m. So he's not here to ask you to smash up those likes if you're enjoying what you're seeing already. So Albert's on it today. So Albert, set your watch every half an hour. Go on, ask the question. You've got this, mate. You've got this. Tell me, Albert, in the comments. What are you and Wilf up to today? What's your plan, bro? What's your plan, dude? I think then, Dave, looking at this comment, the last 4 with no slot cars are the 4 best performing. You guys feeling okay? Yeah, well, we're fine. We're fine. It must mean people are interested in what you got to say, Dave. So keep talking, brother. Yes, wet the whistle while I just let that hang in the air a minute. Oh, there it is. Nice cup of Joe for this time of the morning. That is good. Believe it or not, right, Dave, while you're mentioning this comment, I've looked at this myself, and my best performing events, videos, beg your pardon, are tips, like top tips or making things or building things. The events don't do too well. Live streams, average. Shorts, mediocre. What other videos do I do? Whatever, build something and they will come. Honestly, you make something and people will come and watch it. That's what I've noticed. So, testament to people like Rob Swift Slots. If anyone tunes into him or here, Dave Slotar, you should see in the comment. You want to know how to do something? Probably a great place to start, that is. I'm not round to this level of sorting it out yet, so I'll leave these guys to it while I pick up the rear and learn how to do this stuff, mainly watching their videos. So in there. Yes, Vin. Yes, Albert. We do have a few people watching, but you got to remember, mate, it is 07:30 hours. They won't surface until about 7:30, 8, mate, and then we'll start to get that sort of trend ripple. But it looks good. It looks good now. And DNA is asking Dave at Slotar, where are the slot cars? Where are they? It's all dried up. I mean, take a look at the Shenanigans show. We do a new slot cars out section every couple of weeks. So if you've got a bit of money in your back burner, you're twitching the wallet and you're thinking, hovering over the buy button on whatever slot car website you use, and then this could be it. So who knows? We need some more review videos. Well, I did a review video. Well, I was working on a review video on this little chestnut, the Lotus 79 by Scalextric. Beautiful car, really well produced. But if you saw my short from in the week, we have got that white thing there. That has shredded a little bit. So they're going to send me a replacement one, which is cool. I might see if I've got a replacement one down in the garage. Might not have, because I might have donated it to the Rockingham donations box. So what we do each time we do a swap meet, like Milton Keynes, the Gaydon Slot Car Festival, or the Winter Market, Dave Farrer, the chairman at Rockingham, asks if anyone's got any old spares or repairs or any other slot cars that they might want to put out for sale for, you know, just to raise some money for the club. You know, we fundraise at the club. It's not a cash-rich place, not in the slightest. So we have to hustle and earn the money to keep the club alive. That's what we're doing here on a Sunday, is we're promoting the hobby to get more members to come to whatever slot car club we're talking about around the country or around the globe, and keep the magic happening. That's what we're here for. So, yeah, so hopefully, so I might have not have donated all of the F1 Scalextric cars that I have to that box. I know I didn't donated a couple of few because they just let someone else have the fun, you know. They probably cost me a tenner 3 years ago, so that's dead money in my eyes. Get it over there. Who we got? So Albert shouting out already. Yes, Albert getting involved in the chat. Well done, my friend. Mark's here. He's already talking about rare cars. Have you been in Boise's Boise's Bargain Basement again? That place is lethal. So if you don't know about Boise's Bargain Basements, put it in the chat. We'll get you an ad. We'll get you added into the WhatsApp group, which is buy, sell cars only. Okay, no small talk, no memes, no how you doing for the weekends, no mornings, no good nights. That place is pure car dealership. So if you're looking for a rare item, it's highly likely Boise has it and he wants to sell it. Or you're looking to sell an item, he's your man. Now, I'm not talking mass scale. You know, you talk to Roger Barker or Weevils or Pendle or Scale Models or whomever it may be at that kind of, you know, you want $1,000, $5,000, then you're going to see them. But if you've got a couple of cars or you're looking for a couple of cars, this really is a great place to start. So if you want in, Mac Attack is your man. Mac Dustin Collector on Mac Dustin Slot Car Collector on Instagram, or Malcolm Smith on Facebook. You can find him through my feeds, or you can find him through various comments in the chats on live feeds in particular, or videos through my channel as well. Is Mac Attack. So that's a great place to be. Good morning, H. How you doing? I need to get myself a hat. Everyone's wearing headwear and I don't, mainly because I don't want to go bald. And there you go. So Harry had a video out. He's got a few final pieces of the jigsaw. So I'm really looking forward to. I wonder if the next video is going to be out this week from Harry about where he's up to and what he's doing with that slot car set he is building. Lovely 4-lane track coming in hot. Brilliant. Good morning, Nathan. How are you? Oh, I suppose this is a good time to float and mention as well, by the way, that next weekend, I mentioned it last weekend, next weekend, I will not be here. It's my quarterly day off, but don't panic. I'm not actually having a day off. I'm actually working it. I'm hustling the liquidation fund, getting it down. And then I can get slot cars in my life again. Can't wait. It's so close. I think I've got about $6,500 left and I am done. So, yeah, anyone looking for some tiles, you know, for your bathrooms or kitchens, hit me up because that's going to help that bill go away quicker. And I do deals. But anyway, yeah, next weekend, I'm going to be, for my sins, with Magnetic Racing at Silverstone. It's the Silverstone F1, isn't it, everyone? So going to be down there with them, manning the tracks, having a good time. It'll be me and Tim, and I think Doug is doing the other one with Ian's brother, Andy. That is going to be a good laugh because Tim and I are compatible. We have proper good banter when we're on the track. And I'm just putting it out there, Doug. Our track's going to be busier than yours. Our track's going to get a rebooking, and yours isn't. Because yours track is going to be boring, whereas our track is going to be the life of the party. I tell you what, right? Silverstone are going to go, where is everyone? And they're going to go, what do you mean, where is everyone on Sunday? There's no one on the starting grid stands. There's empty seats. Where is everyone? We're supposed to start the race. And then we can hear a noise coming from that little tent over there, about half a mile away. But why is there 80,000 people hanging outside that tent, waiting to get in? What's going on? That's what we're going to do on the weekend. I know Tim doesn't probably watch this because he's too cool for school. But Tim, get ready. Going to lose our voices this weekend, hustling for magnetic racing. It's going to be the best time ever. Sorry, think Scalextric. What am I talking about? Wrong brand. Wrong brand. These guys are entrepreneurial. They got like about 1 million brands. So think Scalextric. We'll be down there using magnetic racing buildings on our tracks. It's going to be good fun. So looking forward to that. So yeah, if you're at Silverstone, come find us. Come and say hello. It's going to be epic. Oh, Dick is in. Good afternoon, Dick. How you doing, my friend? Oh, look. Rahul is still awake. I don't know if you're still awake, Rahul, or if you're in bed. The chat is motoring, mate. The chat is motoring. I've just scrolled down a lot to see if you're knocking around. So I'm just going to sort of scan read through. Ah, love it. Pat's in. Good morning. How you doing, Pat? Great video in the way. Great roundup. We talked about it on Thursday evening, and I know that Dave has given him a shout out in the week as well. Great content. Loving your work. I did the weekly roundup is working for me, Pat, because there's things there that I don't know about or I haven't had the time. It's not that I don't want to. It's physically I haven't got the time. And this is even when I watch videos back at 1.5 playback speed to get through some stuff, you know. So I watched it, and there's a few videos in there that I'm going to go back and watch. So you've done me a service. Thank you for that, brother. Keep it coming. I'm quite looking forward to tuning into that each Friday or Saturday. Don't put pressure on yourself to get it out on a particular day and time. As long as we know it's a Friday or a Saturday at some time, then we can aim on to that. That is going to be epic. So keep that going, please, mate. That's a good scoop, easy content, lovely delivery by yourself. Perfect. And it's the afternoon right now as you watch this. Keep forgetting that. It's dog early in the UK. It's not that early. Dazzle has been up since 1 o'clock a.m. out in his truck, giving the bread to the masses. Got Ian, who's clearly put to bed and gone out scuba diving at 5 a.m. And then you've got... Hang on. Ah, bless you, mate. And then you got Track Fans TV on now. Hey, here we are. Yeah, Track Fans. And then after this, at some point later, you might have, it depends on the baseball season, cheeky stream from Dave Kennedy, but we don't know because when it's the baseball, he does a lot of filming, so he's in and out of on and off the pitch. We might get one. I don't know. Come on, Dave. Come on. I know you don't watch this, so someone tell Dave that we want a live stream. And then something else was happening. I think did someone else jump on a Sunday slot? No, Wild Man Monday, isn't it? Yes. A few things going on. We almost, I reckon, right? If we can get a few more people streaming, we might actually be able to make a weekly TV guide of who's on and when. That would be excellent. Yeah, you can see us on Sky 306, Virgin 599, Freeview 101, or YouTube. Track Fans! Awesome. Yeah, ladies. Yeah, I'm still looking. Morning, Tara. Good morning, Lionel. How you doing, my fan? Oh, I love it. So this is a comment on the Glastonbury. Dave and I have very similar feelings on Glastonbury. It's full of it's full of stockbrokers in screen printed tie-dye. Lol. Love it. Yeah, well, I suppose that's actually about right. Yeah. That exceedingly middle class from central London who just literally live in their avocado bubble. They're all down there waving their Hamas flags. Sorry, brought religion into it. All right, hang on. All right, I was just trying to get... Oh, hang on, I can do it actually. I'm like thinking to myself, where can I get the money for swearing on my own show? So here we go. Oh, what? I've gone to get a cut, right, to put my pound donation for swearing because I said a religious thing here. And I just find stuff in here all the time. Look, I wonder where these guys went. I got some figures that I was working on. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yeah. There you go. There's the cafe. That's how long I've had the cafe, Magnetic Racing Cafe on the build. I've still got her on the go. So anyway, I've got a couple of other figures that I've got to paint here. So I'll paint them up later. Good, good, good. Right. Donation for saying a religious word. There you go, everyone. In the National Scalextric Collectors Club. Someone like the National... I'll tell you what we're going to do. So if there's any religion, politics or swear words on the show that aren't pre-canvassed, if it slips out, pound in the collection box. And then what we'll do is at the end of the year, we'll do a count up and then we'll donate it. All right. We'll donate it to a children's charity because that's what I'm thinking about that. Actually, oh, yeah. Excellent. This is what I need. I need to just blow my nose a second. One sec, guys. Perfect. Shoots and misses. So, children's charity, collection fund, right there. I will be locking it in my safe as soon as we finish the show. So, anyone thinks they're going to come round and rob a stash off the shelf here, think again. Well, there is something I do want to talk to you about, and it is considerations on weight on your track. So, I didn't think about this, right? But this is a very, very valid thing to talk about. Okay, so let me just see. Oida boy, I'll just catch up with the chat. Oida! Here he is, Nico. He is the man. Good morning, Shane. How you doing, my friend? Good to have your company, mate. All the way from Australia, bringing it out for the kids. Good day, John. Good day, mate. How you doing? Right. I think we've got everyone. That's chatting anyway. And good morning to the silent contributors, the people that are here watching but not chatting. Thank you very much for turning up and joining us. Always a pleasure to have everyone here. So we are just on that sort of cusp. If you're just tuning in, you don't know what the hell's going on here. You are looking at me, Pete Brown, on Sunday Slotcast Sessions at Track Fans TV. Every Sunday, not next Sunday, I'm on my quarterly day off, but every regular Sunday, I'm here. We're chatting through slot cars, scenery, building, all sorts of stuff like that, multifaceted show. And the goal is to cover stuff, talk about stuff, learn stuff, have a discussion about stuff sensibly and see what's coming through and just see what we can do between us to have a better time in the hobby, not necessarily to enhance it, but just to make the most of it. So one of the things talking about enhancing or making the most and discussing things of the hobby, I actually realized something yesterday that I hadn't considered before. Right, just got to get a prop. Okay, so what we do here every week, we talk about track focus, which we got coming up in a little while. So if you want to see some cutting edge tracks, stay tuned because we've got that coming through. So what you do is you buy some scenery. So you kind of buy magnetic racing scenery stuff. Like here's the cafe that's only been here for 2 years. And unfortunately, it's been put to the back of the queue again. Here's the barrel bar that I was painting recently. I've opted for a more metallic kind of urban apocalypse look. So I'll go weathering that at some point, but that's at the back of the queue. So when you only on Track Fans TV will you get the top pit of a piece of cat food in your building. Where did that come from? Like cat food litter. Yeah, when you're buying them like this, feels all right. It doesn't feel very heavy at all. So if you're planning on doing a decent layout and you're gonna do it in time and you're gonna have lots of buildings and scenery and stuff going on, what I applaud you to do is do what Keith Harbison is doing. Keith, the legend, he's probably still in bed sleeping a whiskey hangover off at the moment. Bless him. Bless his cotton socks. Keithy baby. But he's building a table specifically to put his track on. Good effort, Keith. And the reason I'm saying this is because I bought all of the components I need to build a whole section of my track. And I didn't realize actually collectively how heavy magnetic racing or some of these laser cut wood buildings would be. So I spent a bit of time priming up like the next phase. And here it is. So, you know, even like these little ones together are quite heavy. But when you get like this, and anyone who's built magnetic racing knows that there's some work here to do. Huge. It is heavy. And I didn't realize, because when you're just dealing with a building here and a building there, it's just a building here and a building there, isn't it? But collectively, wow, there's some weight. So I didn't know about that, or I didn't think about that. So if you're thinking about building up a layout, then I applaud you. I really, really applaud you to consider weight on it first. Hang on a second. Is Janu sneaked in the house? Hey, there he is. All right, Janu, how you doing, my friend? We are on it. No, I can hear you, Albert. Loud and clear, bruv. You're all right. You're all right, mate. It's been about Swanage is the railway. I don't know if that's actually a compliment, if they've got a railway museum, or if that's the railway out of Swanage. Because, you know, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I was going to say it could be similar to Stevenage, but there's probably someone here who lives in Stevenage. Oh, Nico's gone. Nico, no. Harry, you owe a bit more than £1, mate. You owe literally a rib at this time. Play the rib out. Hey, Gaz, good morning, mate. How you doing, my friend? Have you found that Audi yet? Put the Audi in the chat and the comments of what you're looking for. See if the community can help Gary, Bristol Slot Car Club, find a particular car that he's looking for. Think it was the Slotted Porsche 911 something or other, because he's got a 6-hour endurance, everyone, and he needs that car. So if anyone's got one going, let him know. That would be a great help. He's a good friend, Gary. He's a nice guy, and he's doing it. He's got a monthly Scalextric club running. He's trying to get people getting in. Yes, a solid baseboard is definitely needed for your slot car tracks, guys, especially if you're doing a scenic version. And like he says here, strong enough to climb on. Good contribution, slot car room. Thank you, mate. If you want to see what he's talking about, a kind of idea of what he means, have a look at Slotar's video from last Saturday, where he's deconstructed his track for a bit of a spring clean. He's got his board built, his base built big enough. Well, to be fair, there's nothing on Dave anyway. He's not. I've seen more meat on a sparrow. But he's up there climbing around his table. Sorry, Dave. But you're not big, are you? You're quite skinny. And you need some more Guinness. Get a little pot belly going on. Don't worry, fatherhood's going to sort you out on that front. When you finish Rowan's dinners, because he's just going, well, you'll put some weight on, I promise you. because when you've cooked him, I don't know, a pork chop and some potatoes and some veg, and he leaves half of the pork chop, you're like, oh, you cannot leave that pork chop. That's proper meat. I'm not throwing that in the bin. That's getting eaten. So throw the pesky veg in the bin, but don't leave that. Don't lose that meat. So you end up like finishing off their dinners, and that you sort of do that for about 6 months, and then you realize you need a new wardrobe, and you're like, nah. I'll just shred this weight and stay in the clothes I bought. So yeah, just be cautious of that. So strong enough to climb on, definitely. And the donuts, donuts. I might be getting in on the wrong end of that conversation, but it's okay. Yes, Albert, thank you, mate. It's in the half an hour mark. Well remembered. We do it every half an hour, don't we, buddy? So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, do us a favor, help us push this out to new people in finding the hobby. Smash the like button, smash it up. Go on, hit it. Is that like button still sitting there with a white inner? Smash it so it's fully black. That's what we want. Shaded out like buttons. Get in there. Well done. Oh, good morning. Mum is in the house. Right, everyone. Gail Spencer is here and Rich. Good morning, Rich. Good morning, Mum. How you doing? Albert, you best watch your language now. Nan's in the house. Oh, I see. So it's a proper preserved railway down at the Swanage. You're not making joke there, Dave, of trying to get out of the place. It's what we say about Milton Keynes, you know. It's got a nice exit sign. All right, anyone in Milton Keynes? I live there. I'm qualified to say these things. 3D racing, 3D rooms in the place. Nice. I tell you what I have noticed. Engineer, hang on a second. My table is on a full engineered, fully engineered joists, and it will take a domestic floor load. Oh my good Lord. Right. Spam alert? No, you're joking. Who's spamming? We haven't got no spammers. Because no one's up at 7:30 to spam us. That is why. We'll talk about that in a bit. I've got a little segment coming up on that. You can enjoy that. Right, hang on a second. Slot car sets and cars are getting too expensive. Saw a Scalextric box set and 4 digital 4 cars set for 500 quid. That is not cheap. No, that is not cheap at all, Lionel. So, Lionel, let's have a chat offline. I'm going to help you how to get something along the digital lines a little bit less expensive. A good place to start right now would be Scalextric, who are having a 33% discount off of selected things. And I think they've got the Formula E set under that. It's like £70. If anything, you can buy that set. If you buy a Formula E car, it's going to cost you it's going to cost you between 35 and 50 quid. So to buy a set for 60 quid or 70 quid, let's say 69.99, you're technically getting 2 cars for 35 quid and a load of free track. So there's ideas like that of how to sort of, you know, if you're buying cars or buying track, why not buy a set and you're getting something for free for the same money you would have bought those cars or that track for. Yeah, let's talk about that. Someone else who can help you with that, Lionel, excuse me, is Paul at Slot Car 2021. He's on holiday at the moment, so I'm not sure if he's going to be watching this because he's generally out of Wi-Fi when he's away, unless he goes and sits outside the local pub for half an hour. What's this here? What's this? More unskippable adverts. Talk to me. If that's referring to YouTube adverts, is that adverts you're talking about there, guys? If that's adverts, Dave, I am surprised that you don't have YouTube Premium. Adverts are set at 18 minutes. Every 18 minutes. Well done, Gary. So let's talk about the adverts. I do it every now and again just to sort of remind people. Last October, as in last year, YouTube changed its algorithm. It said that if you don't monetize your videos, then we're going to do it for you. And I thought to myself, well, we can't have that, because when you monetize your videos, you get different options. You get different frequency of time, 6 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes. So I've gone for 18 minutes, of course, because I've got a feeling if YouTube monetizes it, you're going to get adverts every 6 minutes. So sorry that you're getting them every 18 minutes. Just look at it along the lines of if you're watching if you're watching a regular terrestrial TV, they will give you an advert every 12 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, and they're 3 minutes long. I think the ads on YouTube are about 20 seconds. So it's kind of like just look at it like just, go to the toilet or go and put the kettle on or have a quick couple of laps on the slot car track, utilize that time. Don't look at it like it's an advert, you're wasting time. Look at it like a break in the schedule to get some more things done. It's a gift from me to you. So yeah, that's the reason why you're seeing adverts, guys. It's always been there. It's not a new thing this week. I think possibly on occasion I forget to do it and then I sort of retro do it. But yeah. Is it more than 18 minutes? Right, okay. Let me have a look. Let me just take a moment here and have a look. Talk amongst yourselves for the moment. I've got this one going on live. This will be interesting. No. Yeah, look. Right, I'm going to take your comment. I'm going to take your feedback because, like this is what I'm working with here as well, by the way, people. So I'll share this screen so you can all see this. There you go. And then what you got around here at the bottom is the frequency. See, it says 18 minutes. So the fact that you're seeing it a little bit more than that, I apologize for, and I will take it up with YouTube and find out why you are actually seeing that. So sorry about that. I think you will definitely get one as you switch on the channel, switch on the stream. That's what it always does. And then from that point, from when you in particular as an individual turn it on, it's 18 minutes from then. So if you turn it on and then I turn it on 5 minutes later, you'll get an ad in 18 minutes. I'll get one in 18 minutes from when I turned it on, or 23 minutes when, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway. All right. So sorry about that, guys. I will look into it. 2 ad breaks in 40 minutes, Dave. Well, that ties in with 18 minutes. And you need premium because you're a YouTube content creator. I promise you premium is worth it, Dave. Just look at it like the money you make from your channel gives you a free YouTube premium. Then don't set it to ad. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Because I don't trust YouTube on the ads. They will literally fleece you. I know that because when I go on my other Google profile to come onto the channel to make sure that some of the live streams are just set for members, after I got it wrong a couple of 3 weeks ago and invited the world to watch a member stream, I'll pop on a different YouTube account, look at the profile, track fans, see, because if you're not a member, you can't see the member streams in the videos sort of catalog. If you're a member, you see them. So I check from another account to make sure they're invisible, to make sure I set it up right. So, and I've actually I forgot about it, come back later, started to watch a stream. Man alive, it was like every 6 minutes. Well, 6 minutes. 6 seconds, it felt like. Yeah, Roger's there. And John D, have you got YouTube Premium? See, I didn't think about that positive, Gary. I didn't think about that. But since you bring up that positive, yeah, gives you a break from motor mouth here. Anyway, should we get on with the show? I love it. I don't know what you mean by this. You want other creators. They still earn the money. Basically, what happened? Well, you know YouTube anyway, Dave. They still earn money, I believe. They get, because you pay X amount in subscription per month. I think it's £13 or something like that, 14 quid. What the videos and stuff that you would watch, they take the money from that subscription and give a percentage of it to the people that are running ads in their content. So you kind of like, you're paying for the ads anyway with your premium, but you're not seeing them. But the bonus with premium is you get YouTube Music, which is literally like Spotify on steroids. It's fantastic. Nothing you can't find on YouTube Music. Shazam something, find it on the YouTube Music. Awesome. Okay, I'll work it out. I mean, I don't know. Let's in fact, actually, Dave, let's have a chat about it later because, I mean, I didn't until Wednesday or Thursday know where the dislike button was. We're not getting into that again, by the way. So it'd actually be quite useful to find out a little bit more about that. So if you're up for it, if you've got a moment later, we'll have a chat about that. Yeah, I put a black site on Melbourne. Nothing's happening in Melbourne. Travis is in Melbourne. That slot car guy, great channel. So he's probably put a blanket ban on ads in Melbourne. Anyway, normally from the top of the tree, we're doing a young track fan shout out. We've got Albert in the chat with us and Wilf already, so that is awesome. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Albert. Good morning, Wilf. Yes. Good morning, Lewis. Good morning, Eleanor. Good morning, Liam from Canada. Ruben, how you doing? Oh, Ruben Reflexes. He's probably having a nice couple of months off now while the drag racing's coming round. They're so civilized in drag racing. They take the summer off and then resume through the winter. Brilliant idea. You know, have a break. Good morning, Isabella. Good morning, Rowan. Good morning. See, Rowan's in the house already. I don't know if he's up yet or if he's had his feed and he's gone back to sleep for an hour and he'll be up in a bit, ready to roll. Good morning, Lewis. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Sasha, all the way from Houston, Texas. Good morning, Elliot. Good morning, Mia. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Cam. How you doing, Cam? Good morning, Leo. He's the best crabber in town. He's been out crabbing yesterday up at Whitney. Whitney's a great place for fishing. You get top quality scampi from Whitney. Love it. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Mason. Morning, Jacob. Morning, Leighton. God, it's so many young track fans now. This is awesome stuff. The hobby is looking good. The future is looking bright. Good morning, George. I don't know if you're up, but your dad is. So, morning, Lionel. Go get him up. Don't let him off the hook, Lionel. Sleeping at this god unearthly hour of the Sunday morning. Good morning, Olivia. And finally, our latest, newest, and you know, he's a great young track fan watching all the way from over Washington in America, everyone. He's in Washington near DC. And that is Orson. Orson is in the house. He's tuned in with his dad. He's watching now. He's an avid fan. So he loves his slot cars. He's going to be staying with Granddad for a little bit through the summer holidays. And the first thing he said is get the track out. So much to Grandma's you know, dismay as it goes all through the kitchen, under the kitchen table and into the hallway, as you would do when you're of that age and Granddad's involved. It's like, you know, she's going to have to cook round the track for a bit, all right? Grandma, well done, taking one for the team. Granddad, well done for enforcing the situation. And Orson in the house doing it. So have a good break and welcome aboard, Orson. It's great to have your company. Young track fans, you are the best. Right, so a little look back for the week. We had our slot car shenanigans. If you're a young track fan and you're watching content, I do applaud you to this has got an age limit on it, this episode. So flick in, see your parents, just ask them to qualify the traffic lights before you watch. And then we'll go on from there. Good morning, Ruben is here, everyone. How you doing, buddy? Are you up with your mum, I see? Hi, Dawn. Hang on a second. Hello, Aaron. How you doing? Where? Oh, mate. Nice to have your company. I haven't spoke to you since, I think, Malta. That was when we had a slot car sessions from Malta, everyone. But anyway. Yeah, so there you go. Tara's sticking the boot in while I'm down, saying that adverts are a good thing because it gives you a break from me. Oh, awesome. So yes, please do. We had a good show on Thursday, Rahul and I. It is looking good. I'm just sort of thinking about the show now. We're on our 6-month mark already. It's been going for 6 months, would you believe? And I just need to evaluate time. I need to evaluate the show. I need to evaluate what we're doing. So Rahul and I are going to be chatting early this week just to see about the next 6 months, what we're up to, if we're going to do it or not. I don't know. So we'll be chatting about that. And we'll see. We'll see. But it's a very busy time at the moment. And the shenanigans is right in the middle of it. The thing is, right? The thing is, I've always gone down a tangent. Sorry, no. I've always had the belief. That's the right terminology. I've always had the belief that if you're going to do something, you've got to go balls deep. You've got to do it right. You know, you've got to put your all into it. No point in doing a half-cocked job, as my mum would say. It's pointless. I have a sort of terminology. It's a bit sweary, so I won't use it. But it just says if you put rubbish in to something you're working on, you're going to get rubbish out. Yeah, generally, if you don't try, you don't win. That sort of analogy. So it takes quite a lot of time to put these shows together. It takes at least 4 hours. At the bare bones show, like this show on Thursday, spread out over the periods that we drop in, do a bit, drop out, drop in, do a bit. It takes about anywhere up to 4 hours. For a good show, it'll take a bit more because you work on each slide, you do the graphics, you make them all different, interesting, flowy. It takes time. And at the moment, that's a commodity. The thing that we have the thing that we have well, how do we say? The thing we hold more precious as we get older in life is time. It's the thing we seem to have the least of, but need the most of. So there you go. Yeah, I'd tell you what, right? If there was a swear pot on that shenanigans show, I'd have gone skint. Absolutely skint. But there you go. It was a great show, and we covered off the new Fly have done well. Fly, I won't ruin it for you, but Fly have released a lot of cars in the last fortnight. And if they haven't released it in the last fortnight, then Pendle are behind schedule on their uploading. I don't know. They're all available to have a look at in the new car section on Pendle's websites. Other websites are available: Weevil Slots, Slot Union, Slot Junction, Show Us Your Slots. Just trying to get a slot car shop in every side of the world there. I think I've done it. So all of those kind of places will have it. We'll have them. But if you want to see them, tune into this show. And if you're a young track fan, do just seek a little guidance before you watch the show, please. Don't want any angry parents on me. I will qualify it and told you that I warned them to ask you, so you'll be in double trouble for watching it without checking first. See? Good. Right. Cheers, Rob. Thanks, mate. We will have a look at where we're up to. Okay, cool. So I just took a moment there, just check my slides, see what's coming. Yep. Right. So we got a question from Lionel in the chat. Help him out. So he was asking me the other day, he was talking about slot car storage. Now, We did cover this last year on an episode, but I didn't have the time to go back to find out which episode it was. I think it was around August time. So it was August or early September. We talked a lot about storage. So we were talking about where do you store the boxes? Once you got your slot car storage up and running, we had a look at Pat's slot car track and a few others, and they've got them all dotted around their cabinets, and they've got them out of the boxes. And we're like, what do you do with the boxes? Do you throw them away? Do you store them? How do you handle it? So Lionel was asking us how you store your slot cars. So if you want to drop him a comment in the chat or leave him a comment if you're watching this later, that would be really helpful for Lionel and anyone else who's watching that could use a tip on that. So obviously we don't have the train, the freight train here that you can see in the image on the screen, which was actually an invention devised by Ford in the 60s or 70s. Can't remember what year it was. They realized that what they could do was they could fit another, I don't know, 20 or 30 cars on the train by stacking them vertically, which allowed them to make more cars and reduce the cost of cars. So, so Lionel's been experimenting with this, where, you know, a lot of people I know have done this, try this, do this. Is basically George is 5 or possibly 6 now, or he'll be 6 this year. He's quite boisterous getting those cars in and out of the box. You know, the box is a stack of cars, not in the boxes. So, you know, as he throws them in, pulls them out, wing mirrors are dripping off, spoilers are breaking, and Lionel's fretting, he's sweating. Yeah, so I think Rich is asking here, can you flat pack them? Yeah, possibly. Hi, Albert. I see you're still there. Good man. So Lionel, Pat's saying he put the cars on a shelf and the boxes under his workbench. Possibly this image is for Chevrolet. Yeah, possibly. I can't actually remember in honesty. Cheers. George is 6. Bit of an update there. Slot car room. He uses a bench, a shelf under his bench for slot car storage. And a lot of the racers, club racers, actually use this technique here, Lionel, where they'll have some sort of foam. Let me put you on the screen here. So you see in my background here, see that kind of foam there? Let me get you some. So you've got that kind of stuff going on. If you can get this stuff, which is literally like acoustic foam. It's basically designed to stop sound bouncing around the room. So you can have that. That's possibly less expensive than what you was sort of saying to me in your messages. Yeah. And I need to build. So what I'm going to do myself is I'm going to get a shelf. I'm going to jigsaw some slots in it. And I'm going to get a load of these little things from Mac. Or if you know anyone who does double glazing down your neck of the woods, Lionel. See these little blue stickers here? They come on sheets like this. Window double glaziers use them. They put them on the windows when they're stacking them up. So by putting it on that, when you put it flat on the surface, you can see it there. It doesn't give you flat spots on your back tire. So ultimately, I'll have the slots in the shelf, which the car will go into. That will hold it up. Excuse me. That little pad thing will hold it off the back from getting flat spots, and I can literally get a load of them in a row together. So that's possibly what I'm going to do for bigger storage. But it's a great question, mate, and it's always worth bringing it up now and again every few months just to help people out a bit. Yes, I heard this. Empty slot car boxes sell well. And the reason they sell well is because if you're a collector, and you found a mint car on the table at Roger Barker's or Scale Models table at the slot festivals, and then you're thinking, "Why? Yeah, I need a box because my collections with boxes." So a lot of people will actually have the empty boxes and sell them. So then you've got a car boxed, and it possibly increased the values massively. Yeah. And the other thing to think about, like, Harry is saying here, is we use them. We drive them or we play with them. These slot cars for me are fun objects. I don't really collect my slot cars. I've got a couple that are precious to me, which are purely because they were gifted to me. I have driven them and I have rolled them. And I might have broken the spoiler on one of them, which I'm not going to tell you whose it was because I'm quite embarrassed about it. But it took a wallop off the table and bang, spoiler snapped in half. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So Janu's rocking a slot car stand. An ad turned up in the ads. I like it. This is like ads on steroids. I'm going to do some research on whether YouTube have changed something or other. But you've seen what I've ticked. I've shared it with you. There's no secrets here at Track Fans TVs in regards of how I broadcast or what I do or what my settings are, because I like other people to have a go at it. Do it, have a go at it. It's one of them things like live streaming. If you want to have a go at it, really cool idea. But what a lot of people don't understand is that it takes a bit of momentum for people to know when you're going to be on, where you're going to be on, and when you're going to be on. And you got to be consistent. So if you do it for like 3 or 4 weeks and then jack it off, it weren't long enough. You've got to be comfortable talking to yourself for a start, which makes you got to be quite insane. And then you just got to keep doing it. So for me, how I started the channel was I was building the doghouse one morning, early morning on a Sunday. And I thought I want to test out live streaming. So I'll just hit the record button and just sort of check out some of the features, how it works, what you do, what kind of interfaces you see on the live section bit of YouTube, learn it. And Daz Hall jumped on, Rob Sale jumped on, Mac jumped on. I was like, whoa, people are here. And I thought, well, this was pretty good to hang out. Let's hang out next Sunday. I'll come on about 7-ish, 6:30. And our little group we did that. And then it grew. And then here you are. There's like 40 of us here at God Unearthly time on a Sunday having a natter about slot cars. Fantastic. So it just if you're building, what a good way to build up a live stream audience or momentum is to have a subject that you're working on that people will buy into and want to see it complete and follow. So have a go on that, or give us an update. Give us a live stream update. So Pat, for instance, your weekly roundup, if you ever wanted to do that live, that would be amazing. Oh, actually, I've had an idea. We could do a weekly feature. I could say, Pat, give us your top 2 videos this week. You can come on the show 5 minutes, like a correspondent kind of setup. Give us your action, cut it off. Then we'll get someone in later to talk about the weather or something. Make it like a proper show. That'd be awesome. So if you're up for that, we can do that. But yeah, so a lot of people start live streaming and they don't want to do it because they just like, well, I don't get it. But you just got find something that will last a few weeks and then do that while people realize where you're going to be and what time you're going to be on. So there you go. Every day is a school day. So I was watching this video here on Wednesday. That was a good bit of kit. So Dave was talking all about like how to promote your channel and stuff, which, yeah, I've just talked to you about a little bit of channel promotion there. We kind of do it. It doesn't matter. It's just what we do. And he was talking mainly about sort of this thing called netiquette. And I'm like, oh, netiquette. Is that like, is that a Daveism? Is that something that Dave's made up to sort of exemplify his point? No. It's a thing, everyone. Netiquette is a thing. Oh, I love it. So there you go. I'm not going to read it out. This isn't school. But netiquette is a thing. See you later, Cribbit, mate. You take it easy, my friend. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, man. It's good to see you. But yeah, the netiquette thing was something that I avoid, actually. Sorry, not avoid doing, but I avoid a lot of the challenges that some of my colleagues on YouTube do actually receive. Now, the reason I don't get this, some of these issues, is because I'm up at 7:30 on a Sunday morning, and let's face it, no one is up at 7:30 jumping in, promoting their channels and whatnot, or doing anything like that at 7:30 in the morning. However, we don't mind it. We do not mind the cheeky channel promotion now and again, but it's got to be done subtly. It's got to be done cool, you know. Got to come in, you got to have a chat for a bit, you got to, get involved with the here and now. We do live streaming to bring people together. Some people like me use slides, other people don't. Marty doesn't, George doesn't. George is great with multi cameras. Have you seen that? He's got like literally a camera everywhere. See, so Marty, all about the chat. So a chat, when you're all about the chat, your chat comment, your chat stream is your kind of feature focal point that you're taking your content from, and it's keeping the flow and momentum going. So if you've got maybe 4 or 5 different conversation streams going at any time in the stream, somewhere like Lionel's getting help at the moment with his storage. We've got Simon giving us a feedback that young track fan Cameron's still snoring his butt off. Go and tip him, Simon. Kind of dad are you? Go and roll him out and tell him he's got chores to do. I've given you the green light, Si. Get in there. And if he goes, "What are you doing, Dad?" Go, "Yeah, Pete said." And he'll be like, "Oh, I'm unsubscribing from track fans." But anyway, so there's another conversation. So we've got different conversations happening. When you come in and you put in what we call a pattern interrupt, in psychology, we have what's called a pattern interrupt. Sometimes in debates, they call it a dead cat. You throw a dead cat on the table. In psychology, call it pattern interrupt. So you're chatting away about this thing, and then someone comes in and says, "Here, do you know how brightly how brightly the lux level is in a lighthouse on the coast of Guatemala?" And you're like, it just kills all the conversation. You're like, because you're thinking about what this comment is, and you're like, what is that about? So the netiquette of the chat will be to follow the flow and enjoy what's happening on the here and now. We get a lot of content creators come and join us in the chat, so we've got a load of them in here. Load of them. You've got like Dave, you've got Rob. So you got, hang on, we'll read them out. We did a bit of promotion. You've got Swift Slots. Sorry, yeah, you've got Swift Slots, you've got Rob, Sale Slot Cars, you've got Dave Slotar, you've got Harry Scale Slot Cars, you've got Pat Slots. Actually, probably be easy to read out who hasn't got a channel. I know Gary's been doing a bit. Got Aid is in the house. I don't know if that's Aid. No, it's Ad. Sorry, Ad. Doug is here. They've got a slot car channel. So, they're in the chat. They're not chopping up about the channels. Generally, what I find is a nice bit of netiquette for a provider is come and join us for the chat. And then as a contributor myself, I find that the best thing to do to try and promote your channel is if you're in the chat and you're making good content, guess what? Good comments. Guess what? The person running the stream is going to likely pick up on it and go, "Wow, Dave, Slot R. Yes, Rob sells slots. Yes, XYZ. That is amazing." And I'm going to go, "Who is this genius coming out with these great comments?" Oh, I know what I can do. I can actually click on their name, I think, in the chat. Let me see. Just do a... How do I do that then? Oh, it's all right. I can't figure it out. But anyway, you do that. So you can click the name and you're taken to their channel and it's great. If you're on the way out, So if you're leaving the stream, you got to go and do something. Fair game. So see you later, guys. Quick video on Tuesday. See you later. Have a good one. That's fine. That's all right. But if you're sitting in there in the middle of a chat saying about what you're doing on your channel, how you're doing it, it's a bit rude, because Dave nailed it on this video here. Oh, I'm in the wrong screen. That's why. In this video here that you can see on Slot channel, he nailed it. He said, if you're in a live stream, then you are technically in somebody else's house. That is so true. That is really, really, really good way of putting it. If you're in a live chat on someone else's live stream, you're in their house. And let's face it, no one wants someone overtly farting on in your chat. So let's do a silent but violent, you know. Just be in the chat, be in the now. It's all good. There was a bit of a kerfuffle, actually, on Tuesday in one of the live streams. Someone was putting time out, then they were kicked out, then they went nuclear after the show. And in fairness, that person who went nuclear deleted every nuclear object and then come on and did a video of an apology. Actually, I think that was a heartfelt apology. I think that was a very good start to overcome what went slightly wrong. Really good. So if it were me, if I were looking at that, would I take that apology on face value? I think I would. I think that was a good start. I mean, time will tell, obviously. But generally, megalomaniacs wouldn't do that apology. So I think that was a good move. So I kept names out of it. But yeah, if you want to just tie in a bit about etiquette, about how to, you know, what's none of us are right. None of us have got like the rule book. It's not what we say or what you should do. It's an unwritten rule. It's sort of like it's a, you know, if it's wet outside, the unwritten rule is as you come in, you wipe your feet or take your shoes off, especially in someone else's house. So yeah, so that, just think about it. Just think like you're coming in from outside. What you got to do, you got to play the game and act cool. So yeah, like that. Well done, Dave. Thanks for giving us a bit of netiquette. Okay, so we've got an event on next week. If you want to get your pit boxes out and have a race with some really good races. Now, different theme this next weekend. It's at Rockingham Slot Car Club. Of course, any other slot car clubs got some events on, email me. Get them on the show. I'll tell you. I'll read them out for you. I'm up for it. And if you're watching this and know people who are running slot car clubs and think, why aren't they putting their events out in the media? I know. I'll let them know that Peter will read them out and give them a bit of coverage. Let's do that. Let's get them covered. So we have American Pie, one of my favorite events of the year. Didn't go to it last year. Had issues. Can't go this year. Damn it. Because I'm working at Silverstone, innit? I'm working, pulling the masses away from the racetrack to our tent, Doug. But anyway, this is such a good event. So cool. Yep. It is looking good. I love it. Got good Can-Am, you got the Indy, you got the muscle cars. Oh, it's so good. Let's have a look here. I might have missed something. Hang on a second. Have you got a channel? Albert, what's your channel called? Type the name of it in the comments. Everyone, go and check out that channel when we're finished here. My word, I didn't know about this. Yes. I was waiting for that. I'm so glad it's you. I follow netiquette. I don't tell Pete what I really think about him. That's why we have netiquette. Brilliant. . Harry and Pat would be like an Irish blues brother. Fourth member of ZZ Top. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. They're on a mission from God to never use razors. Mate, I can't keep up with that. So, what? What are we doing? Yes, we are. We're going to make a noise, Doug, is what we're doing. Anyway, I'm not keeping up with that. I can't keep up with that. But I've got track focus. Love it. Mixing in a nice bit of architectural CGI onto this track. I don't even remember where this track was from, but had the slide on last week, and I'm going to use it again for this week because the image is just right up my street. Nice architectural structure there. And yeah, really nice concept. I wonder if they did this little canopy for the spectators. Personally, I'd just keep them out in the cold. What do you mean you've got to go and set the track up at Williams? What? Excellent, mate. You have a good day, Doug. Give it to him. Have a go. Cyril, Basil. Yeah, Doug. See you later, my friends. Right, now Doug's gone. Let's get the tracks out. Okay, so we've got a Beachmont slot scenery track. Put this on because I like it. It's got long, flowy bits, everyone. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're going to be at the F1. We're at the F1. No slot car sessions next weekend because we're at the F1. What is your channel called, Albert? Science Bros 01. Right, well, just leave that up for the minute so people can see it. Crash galore, that is right. Now, this one will be a crash galore, Al, because there are no barriers anywhere. That's the thing that stood out for me. This guy is either some kind of driving legend or he's just got no barriers. He's just got no correct. I am there, Janu. So I like Beachmont. It's got a lot of work to do. Got 2 tracks that are like this in the show today. Reason I'm showing it is because I want to show some tracks that have a lot of potential for scenery and development, along with tracks like Lance's or Dave's that are well established and fully fledged. Yeah, that's right. So Beachmont, I'm feeling that. I'm liking that, everyone. Okay, this is one of my personal favorites, this. So I really like this. It's sort of like lighting is incredible. You could probably see this from outer space. It's that well lit, right? It's a Carrera track. Heavy on the pit lights. Good flow. Bank corners as well. Bank corners there on the right, left-hand side. Pierre. Bilaudu. Pierre will do. Shares the same name as me, but in French. Vive la France. Yeah, Pierre. Je m'appelle Pierre. There you go. That is flashy indeed. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Here he is. Are you still in Whitby, Paul? Nice bit of kit, that. Like that. Is there such thing as too much lighting on a track? Because you could be forgiven for thinking this might be overlit. Oh, Keith is up. Good morning, Keith. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I was thinking, Paul. Is it good for... I've got a dimmer switch on my track light. In fact, I'm thinking of running 2 circuits on my track lighting now. I'm thinking of running a circuit for the buildings and a circuit for the track lighting itself. And I'm kind of at a stage in the fork in the road where I can do it. I can decide which way I want to go with it, because I'm at the infancy of building the scenery on the track. So I'm thinking, because when you fire up the 8 light floodlight tower, that illuminates everything, and I think I want them maybe a little bit dimmer than the rest of the track lighting, so it can create the ambience right. And also, I'd like to have it maybe so some of the buildings themselves are a little bit dimmer. Just get that like light texture, so a texture but using lights. So some buildings have got, you see it when you walk up a street. Not all the buildings have got the same light levels in them. Some of them have got sort of warm lighting, looks quite yellowy. Some of them have got red lights. Some of them have got bright white lights. Some of them have got, or is that just my street? Some have got all sorts going on. So I think that might be a nice little sort of thing to think about. But I don't know if that's going to, no, it's never going too detailed, is it? Use a resistor. I resist myself every day, Pat. It's hard work, And we were saying earlier about, tips for live streaming, about how to get that momentum, being prepared to talk to yourself for ages. Yeah, I got no problem with that. I'm someone said, I saw this meme once, hilarious. It said, yes, I do talk to myself because sometimes I need expert advice. Oh, that is hilarious. So, yeah, I do talk to myself because sometimes I need expert advice. Here's the other track that I said that was quite naked, quite empty. I like this. This is kind of like, and I put the track, this one and the one before on, because our mate and friend of the channel, Daniel Thomas, Big Dan, he's in bed at the moment. He'll be up in a bit for another 3 days and then asleep for a day and up for 3 days. He has a similar sort of setup as this. He's got a similar kind of space. A couple of things to note on this. Firstly, the guy's built the table perfectly. Look at the size of those table legs. This will be a slot car track in the making because he's already got the right base. So he's already thought, let's just set up a table and have a go for a couple of days. He's actually set up full on table. Good. So this might be one to watch. Yeah, you can see, because you can see on the left hand at the far. If you stood in front of the track and you look at the back of the track, you've got the kind of relief in the wall. The wall sticks out a little bit, see? And he's built his track table to contour around that. That's the detail to look at, to know if somebody's made a fixed static table. Keith, have a look at that table while you sat there. Look at that, Keith. Look at it and weep, baby. Is that what your table's going to look like? Well done, B2 Motor Speedway. Looking good, my friends. Very long pit lanes. Yeah, you're not going to miss them. One of my big things on my Scalextric track when I'm racing digital and coming in for the pit lane is that by the time I've took my finger off the trigger, I've gone through and out the other side. Ah, that's funny. Come on. Okay. Todd Schenker. Nice. High track. Look at that right-hand side. He comes out of a banked corner down the far end underneath the Mopar flag and right up a gradient into the top where he goes around that kind of circular piece of the track and then back down a steeper gradient on the inner circuit. That bank corner into that long straight up the right-hand side, that is going to create some immense fun. That looks awesome and I want to go. Yeah, Rob. Let's have a chat about this after the show because you have premium, don't you? I'm sure you've got YouTube Premium. Yeah, actually, I know that Paul doesn't have Premium. There you go. Paul, are you seeing adverts, mate? It'd be funny if there's a role reversal. Yeah, this is odd. No, 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 no. No timeout for adverts here. It's as in for me. Yeah, I'll put an advert in so I can go for a quick call of nature, a quick biology break. Right, let's have a look at this. So looking at this track as a night track by his backdrop, so it works for him. I think we were looking at, that's a comment based on Pierre's track there. Yeah, because it's a night scene, isn't it? Yeah, good observation, Tara. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I get it. Nice. You don't have premium. Okay, well, there's a Christmas present if you ever heard one. Okay, so going back to Schenker's track, really nice. And I like actually, I just like this track. It just works for me. It's a nice little left-hand dog leg at the bottom at the far end. Yeah, just the way that bank corner comes, because you can sort of get the speed into it, ease off slightly for the curve, and then motor it just as you're coming around that bank corner. Literally full pin right up until you get to sort of say the bit of crash barrier at the top of the gradient. And you're off, drifted, sort of kind of tilting into that corner, coming round, power, like sort of working it, stabbing that power just to keep on the track, but keep that power down, keep the power, keep the traction, more power, more traction, more power, more traction, get it going. So yeah, lot of right turns. How much is premium? I think last check it was, I'll Google it for you. How much is YouTube Premium? Yeah, £12 a month. £12 a month in Australian. $16.99 a month, Shane, in Australian language. So $17. 12 to us here in the UK. Schenker's track is rocking. Thank you, Shanks. Okay. Get this right. Right. If anyone's stuck for space, I do like to bring on space challenge tracks. So this guy here has got he's got a wall and a corner basically to make his track. And as you can see in, yeah, you know it. He's loving a Mopar. So Andrew Burrows here. Fair play to you, mate. A couple of things to look at on this track, to talk about on this track really, is he has got, firstly, Lionel, have a look at the storage above the track. So he's got a couple of shelves above his track. He's stack bonded his there. Oh, Ad, I'll see you in a minute, mate. You take it easy, my friend. Hang on, where's he gone? Oh, he's out of there already. Oh, I was miles away. So if we could address some comments on that last one, since this thing is refreshed so fast that I didn't even see it. Unbelievable. Okay. Right. Found myself again now. Well done, Lionel. So 8 minutes there. That's not cool. I really don't know. I'm going to have to address it with YouTube. I will take it up with them after this, because a lot of you and it must be a new thing this weekend, because a lot of you are talking about it where you haven't talked about it before, which says it's coming through now rather than previously. And that's the good thing about this chat, is you're going to tell me what you think. You're going to tell me if something's good, if something's bad, if something's changed. Change is good, but not when we're getting 6 minutes ads. So I will sort it out. Stick with me, track fans. Yes. You picked up on what I was gonna say. Oh, DK, mate. No, to be honest with you, I thought that myself, but YouTube Music, excellent, and it is, you can download the music, so you can have it when you have no internet. And I think that downloading videos, you can do that with premium as well. Because I think Paul was away camping the other week, and I said to him, download it, download a load of content and take it back to the tent. And he said, oh, I think you can only download things if you've got premium. That's a pretty good feature. Yeah, exactly. Slot car room. I was thinking the same thing. So he's got great use of space. Hello, Albert. How you doing? Give us a little like monitor, will you? Ask people to hit like the stream. Go on. It's with you now, Albert. Dave Slot R summed it up quite nicely. Said a great use of copper tape here. Now, I know that Ted, Slot Car Daddy, definitely a great channel to subscribe to. Anyone who shows us himself barbecuing meat is a legend. He does the same thing. He copper tapes his track because Scalextric, love them to bits, you know, British boy, British brand. They do after a while get connection problems. So you've got to either work on the terminals, all fixable, by the way, all fixable. You've got to work on the terminals and either sort them out, or you've got to put jumper cables in, which isn't difficult to do after watching Neil's Slot Car Shed. Go and have a look at that. He does it. He's got videos on there, how to install jumper cables, he says, reads. So that might help. Or if you're going to have a static track like Andrew's got here, then perfect. Put down the copper tape. You can get it. It's self-adhesive. If you go to my video wood routed track update from earlier in the year, you will have in the description a list of links that allows you to find the copper tape, and you can go and buy it. It's the best rate you'll get. So there you go. I don't advise that to anyone, but Pat mentioned he was in a different country and got it a little bit cheaper than you would. If you don't watch a lot of YouTube, it is not worth the money. Okay, DK, yeah, I'm big on it. I'm big on saving a bit of cash. There you go. Okay, mate, I'll have a look at it. Sorry, Rob. Sorry, everyone, about these adverts. I hope you can trust me on it. It's out of my control. But I will investigate it. And like I said, it's live on this stream. So it must have been something that's happened on the YouTube end. Just a couple of more cheeky shots from Andrew, so you can see how he's dealt with the corner detailing. It's a bit more close up on the outer side of the track. Yeah, and he has got a lot of scenery in a small amount of space. So very useful idea to have if you've got very little space, but you want a slot car track. It's not about it's not about how much you've got. It's about how you use it, is more to the point. So just to calm everyone down, if you've got a small space, you can use it effectively. Just watch back on some of these track focuses and you'll get that idea. You'll get that information. Really like the flow on this corner detail on the right. Really good. And I'm glad that it could help you out and give you an idea, slot car room. That is like we are being told by Albert. Okay, calm down a bit, Alb. It's okay. Remember what we talked about a few weeks ago. If the content's good, the people will like it. What we do every now and again through the show is we remind the people that like the content that haven't hit the like button to do that, because it really helps get new people involved. If people interact, comment, like, or support the channel like that, it's good. If you share it, though, that's the golden hen. That is going right out to new people. So remember, Albert, they like it if they like the content or if they can remember, because when we get old, like me, Albert, when you're a fossil, like a dinosaur, seriously, you forget stuff. So you could literally be asked to hit the like button. You go, yeah, I'll do that in a minute. And then 2 minutes later, you've forgotten about it. This is hilarious. Yeah, listen, don't trigger anyone. Do not trigger anyone like, okay. So YouTube is Roger's main source of entertainment. Only because we keep putting out, yeah, but you're putting out content too, Mad Dad. Stick your channel link in the comments and the live chat, please, mate, so we can get you a bit more coverage. Yeah, I use premium. I've tried it for a few months, started the channel, started it for a few months, then went, nah. Had the premium on the 30-day cancel trial. Talk about another world. It will sort it out. It will sort it out. Yeah, I know, but we're getting, it's getting on. We're not having it. Oh yes, look. Now this is awesome. Like truly awesome. How do I can't do that because it takes the audio away. Brilliant. Right, so slot mods and David. I don't really know David from Adam, to be honest with you. But I do like following their tracks because they are superb. Love this. Right, he's made. I have no idea what the hell they've been making here or whatever. Well, I do. It's a Hot Wheels track. It's designed to celebrate Hot Wheels. So much fun. So much fun. It's got dinosaurs. It's got orange track. It literally is like jumping into the scene of some movie. You've got King Kong here. You got burger stands. You got it all going on. I love it. It's so much fun. Even Albert's saying it's cool. Yeah, Albert, where is Vince? Where is your dad? So well done, Dave and the team, because you obviously did the track that we all know you for. Really, I know there's a lot of other tracks you've done, but the one we all really know you for is the Porsche track where you did the track inside the Porsche car. Brilliant. And but this is so cool. Pat's asking me if this is the track that Trav had going to Dubai, to Dubai. Do you mean Dubai, or am I mispronouncing something? Yeah, I get that too. I think it was more to just bring some brand awareness for it. So when did Travis have this? I'm a bit out of touch with Trav at the moment. I haven't watched his bits and bobs this weekend. So if he was on this weekend, then I haven't seen it. Yeah, Pat, that answers well, we know this already. That's why we're friends. Oh, I love it. Okay, so yeah, that's why I haven't seen it. I missed it. I was watching some content yesterday. So it was a busier day yesterday. My lad's back from the army. He did the classic army thing, which I don't recommend or commend to anyone. I condone this behavior. The classic squaddy. He's been 18 for 4 weeks, so he's legal to drink. So he gets off the train at 8:30 in the evening on Friday, and he decides that he will have a pub crawl home. So anyway, at 10:10, we're at the train station going, here, we're on our way back from the gig. Are you at home yet? And he's like, no, I'm in a pub somewhere, living life. Anyway, so he pub crawls his way home. No contact after sort of that spell with him at 10:30ish. No contact. So kind of like she could be worried. Maria's like really worried. I'm like, don't be worried. The pub is in. It's open till 2, and it's got a disco, and you never know. So anyway, he stumbles in at 1 o'clock, absolutely annihilated in the morning, like proper done a number on himself, slaughtered. All been there, but he's lost everything. His wallet, his phone, his bag, the lot is gone. So yeah, he's gone. Just by the by. So woke up in the morning on Saturday, spent hour or two with him running around trying to find things, sort things, cancel things, all of that stuff that an 18-year-old doesn't know how to do. Then we got on to the family, domestic bliss, all that stuff. Then started to put this show together. Sorry, then I did a little bit of modeling work that I needed to do. So all of this stuff that I showed you earlier, hold on. For those that have just joined, all of this stuff here from magnetic racing is all primed and ready to go. So I can just sort of build it now as we go on. So I did all of that. Then I worked on the show. As you know, I said it takes out 3 hours. This one was a light show. It probably took about 2.5 hours. And I went to bed. So I didn't have time to watch Travis yet. Didn't have time in the background because the thing is with Travis, right, and a lot of you guys, in fairness, is you'll go, yeah. So we're looking at the news. Check this out. Have a look at this, and you kind of have to look. So if you're modeling and doing stuff, it's pointless because you're having to keep going back 10 seconds. So I kind of haven't seen it yet, but I'm glad that Travis picked up on this because this is super fun. And we are on the same wavelength anyway. He's a good guy. So, yeah, I'm really pleased that he did pick up on this. I don't know what pictures he's showing you. I'm only showing you 3 pictures, each side, and then at the other end, as it were. But this is cool. This is really cool. And I think I might have a go at making a wood routed track from scratch, i.e. actually getting the wood out and doing a whole Rob Swift slots routing the track. Because he did it. He showed me how to do it. And I feel like I can do what he showed me because I've got that within my capability. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us have that stack. And he did show that track. Oh, did he? Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that he did it. I'm not going into that much because we only have a limited amount of time. And I do have lots and lots and lots of things to cover on the show, as you know. It is a good topical talk show, lots of variety, lots of visuals. It's why it takes forever to put the show together. And this is why I'm going to question what I'm doing about slot car shenanigans, because all the time that I'm spending doing that show, I'm not spending doing other activities. So I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with Rahul and see what he wants to do. We'll see. It's a good show and it's got nice momentum now. So I don't know. But I just have hardly any time and it's frustrating. Yes, that track needs a poop shoot. Okay, cool. Paul, when's the video out? Hang on. Let's mute myself while I cough myself. Right then, so other stuff. What else has been going on? Okay, I think we're done with the likes now. Alb, anyone who is everyone's heard it now. I don't think we need to ask again. Maybe at the end, Albert, we can ask him when I say we're going to wrap up the show, everyone, in a minute, that is, and then ask him then. Okay, cool. Dave, videos, mate. Videos of building mag racing kits. Do it. Build a poop shoot out of it. Let's all do our versions of Shane's poop shoots. That will be hilarious. Right, I think we could start something here, you know. So Shane's done a poop shoot. Let's all do our versions of a poop shoot. Well, I haven't got actually, can I do a poop shoot? I haven't got an elevation on my track. I haven't got a raised section. I purposely wanted a flat track. Can I be included? Are we allowed to do it if you've not got is it just exclusive to raised sections on a track? Let me know. Who's running this? Pat's running this, isn't he? Pat, are we allowed to enter this competition? Pat and Harry are running this. Can we enter with a flat track, or do we need a gradient? Because I can do like a poop shoot somewhere. I don't know. I really have to think about it. Just had the mother of all good ideas. Oh, genius. Right. I can't share it with you. Oh, cheers, Lionel. Thank you, mate. It changed your life, mate. I tell you, like when when some people get tattoos, Harry, and they say once they got the first tattoo, they're hooked, and then they need to cover their whole entire existence with tattoos. I've heard that magnetic racing buildings, billboards in particular, are like that. I mean, I just ordered another 5 right here. There's actually maybe a couple more. Challenge I've got is I like to have you guys on them. I like to have my friends in the slot car community, content creators on there. Have a little bit of channel promotion for you guys. Love it. Sharing's caring. In the right way. But I realized when I bought 5 of them, and also I have a 3-sided triangular board, and I have the light tower, which has got 2 billboards on it. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 advertising boards. I still need more. Good effort, guys. It shows the hobby is growing on YouTube in particular. Fantastic. So I've done my bit. You've done your bit. Starting channels, releasing content, sharing your journey with us lots so we can have an insider view of what you're doing. Not that we're nosy people or anything, but just because we're nosy people, we need to see it. So yeah, fair play. So because of that, you made the effort. So did I. Daz, I need one of your stickers, please. Post it to me so I can put it on a billboard. Oh no, this will never stop, Janu. This is therapy for me. So yeah, so there we go. Got a blank there. We've got the slot car magazine. You know what this means. We're about 5 to 10 minutes off finishing up for the show. When we talk about Mark and Rick's epic publication. This is if you want your hard copies, if you just need that little flick through rather than a swipe through, then this is your place to be. And the great guys, I didn't realize how old these guys were until I sat and had a proper coffee with them in Gaydon. Guys, Rick, Mark, I definitely know you watch this. You're looking good, mate. If I'm looking good when I'm when I'm your age, awesome. I won't disclose how old you are, but it is what it is. So there you go. We've got the end slide. We've got the end slide, everyone. Let's take this away and let's get up on the screen. Yeah, we've got to get our fix, mate. We have to get our fix of mag racing kits. I'm just having a read back through the chats a moment. Now we're talking. Yes. Yes. Well, when the Scale Auto track comes out, well, then we've got some retail competition on our hands. Yeah, I like it. There's so many curves on that Scale Auto track that's going to allow you to do so many lanes in so many radiuses. It's going to be so exciting. 100%. And do we know anyone other than Dave Kennedy that's actually got Scale Auto track? It's a bit like what do you call that thing? It's a bit like hen's teeth. Has anyone actually got? Yeah, that's a good point. Has anyone actually got a Scale Auto track other than Kennedy? And I don't think Kennedy's even got a full track. I saw that he'd clicked it in together with his Carrera set. I think that was more for the power base, wasn't it? Dave Kennedy, in case anyone doesn't know who we're talking about, it's Slot Car News. So it's one of the news providers out there, just, you know, to create equal balance. We are in an election at the moment. So we need to bring balance across the board here. So, you know, let's read them out, the news providers. So you've got Travis doing that slot car news. You've got Slot Car 2021 giving us his slot car news hot updates. And then you've got Slot Car News from Dave Kennedy. Now, so that's 1, 2, 3 slot car news providers. I definitely think there's room for 2 more. I think that if we got maybe a younger track fan bringing us some news from their perspective, that would be a lot of fun. And then if we have maybe someone else bringing us some news as well, I don't know. It depends. But the 3 that are doing it at the moment are doing a great job, and there's definitely a lot of legs for them. So keep bringing us it. What? Going to the zoo? You're in the zoo. What are you talking about? It's Chief Monkey here on the microphone. Yeah, I was asking the same thing about the track, mate. I was asked, seriously, Hirian, I was. So 6 radial options, DK saying, for the 2-lane track too. Yeah, it does. Great creativity. Yeah. If I had that like a couple of 3 years ago when I started the channel and I was doing a track every 20 minutes, that would have been amazing fun. Maybe I could get back there. I need more space. No, Dave's, I heard on the grapevine, Dave's a big sharer. He doesn't mind people doing other news. As long as it's done well and, you know, produced well and the content's good. Yeah, Dave's very open for new news channels, very supportive of them. I mean, he supported Travis when he started his channel. He was really complimentary about him, you know, and that's what I like about it. He's so open and so warming and giving, you know, he's just invited everyone to do it. So, no, fair play to Dave Kennedy for taking an open stance of being very generous, you know, and not being very, you know, Travis doing a good job, and now Paul's on the scene as well, giving it's good because we've technically got, right, this is what I like about it, Pat, is we've got news in America for, you know, that time zone. We've got news in the UK now through Paul for the UK time zone, and news in Australia with Travis for the Australian time zone. So each country can get its relevant news at 6 p.m. in our own time zone. And then at some point, we'll have already had the news from Travis because he's ahead of us. And we can look forward to the news from Dave Kennedy at Slot Car News later in the day. So actually, we've got our breakfast news, our 6 p.m. news, and our 10 p.m. news all around the world. So if all of you 3 guys release the content at 6 p.m. in your own country, then we all have a staggered block of news to have a look at. I know when's Dave's come out? It's about 9:30, isn't it, UK time? So we have that. Then we could have like Travis's at breakfast the following morning and then Paul's at tea time. Genius. Sorry, I'm just speculating on, like, you know, I was saying earlier at the top of the show where we were thinking about if we could get regular streams and stuff or regular channel content posts like Dave Slottar and Marty at 2 Lines, best in the business at this. Wednesday night at 6, Saturday night at 6, you're getting Dave Slottar's videos. Hell could freeze over, and you know at 6 and 6 on Wednesday and Saturday, you're getting a video. Marty, midnight in the UK, this is midnight, starts his stream on a Tuesday. Saturday afternoon at some point, you're getting his video. You set your watch by them. Sunday, 7:30, Slot Car Sessions. Every 2 weeks, 9:30, shenanigans. You see the pattern emerging. We're starting to get regular live commentary, be it a pre-released video like Sasha and Daihi do at DNA Slots, where they set, and Nico at Slot Car Dude are excellent at this. They set premieres for their videos, so you can go in the chat catch up with everyone, have a laugh, watch content. So yeah, so I think there is definitely space for some more slot car news channels. As long as you're keeping it fresh, as long as it's cool, you are generally, I find, between the three of you at the moment, finding different things, which is really complimentary. So keep doing what you're doing, all three of you. It's working. It's good. I like it. Not that my opinion counts for Jack anything anyway, but I think there's just a nice, it's just nice on that side of the fence at the moment. Ugly slot car news. No, I don't think Pat is. No, I don't think Pat is doing slot car news at the moment. I think Pat's got a unique. He's doing something that a lot of people have touched on doing or incorporated bits of as a main feature, and he's got it. He's done it. He's done it. Pat's doing a weekly roundup. That's not news, because the news is what car's been released, who's won such and such an event, news, what's been going on, what's new. Whereas Pat is looking backwards, a bit like we do on Shenanigans for the 2 weeks. We're doing sort of news, we're doing general topical stuff, whereas Pat's actually specifically focused on channels and is bringing you a channel update. It's absolutely killer, I tell you, mate. That is 1 week every week. That, I tell you, do that, right, Pat? If you do that for 2 months straight, I promise you, people will know when it is. They'll find it. They will look for it. They will look for that show, and they will tell other people about it. They'll be like, "Oh, you want to know what's going on YouTube? Pat's your man." So, no, really, really good. Well, Dave, let's face it, you have got a newborn in your house, all right? So the fact that you've been this consistent since last year is incredible, my friend. And I know, as chilled out as Rowan is, you still got a newborn. You're still going to family parties. You're going to have in-laws, outlaws, and everyone round constantly because they want their Rowan fix and they want to support mum and baby. You know, not being selfish, but mum and baby, they're not the only people who've just had a baby, you know. They're not the only people who wake up at 2 a.m. Not that I'm selfish, guys, but we are in the house too. Since when did anyone come round and say, "Oh, I just popped in to see mum, dad, and baby. How's mum and baby doing?" No, mum's having some sleep. Dad's been up all night, all weekend, giving mum some long-earned rest. Ask me how dad and baby are at the weekends. So don't worry, Dave. I've said it for you, mate. Abby in the background. How's mum and baby? Yeah, so no, fair play to any young parents out there. Not that Dave's young, but he's young as in parent terms. He's young parent. What do you call it? Dave's like, oh, he's young parents. And Dave's like, I'll take it. I'll take it. Brilliant. Yeah, no, do Pat. I do. We're all behind you, mate. But no, Dave, that's just what I was saying to, who was I saying it to? I was saying it to Pat. That's right. Because Pat was like, I've got the new channel. And I said to Pat, don't get in this, don't feel obligated at all to make any content at any time, right? You're just doing it for a bit of fun. It's a laugh. Laugh first, work second. So there's been times over this channel where I've not released anything for a couple of months. We're just, I've been doing other things, like going bust. But no, but even before that, there was times where I'd had stretches of like down slow periods. And it's not because I don't want to do it. I was just doing other things. Other things were taking priority. So do it as and when you want to do it. But when you do it, do a good job and enjoy it. Because when you enjoy it, yeah, it's so much better. And you are getting a lot of, roundup, not news. Hello, news from the content creation side of the fence. We'll think of some killer name for you, Pat. Pat's Roundup, not news. That'll be years for that. You'll get a year's worth of my check out this channel in one Pat Slots video. Yeah. Right then. Yes. Right, guys, I think it's about time we wrap it up for the day. We'll get a minute or so you can say your goodbyes and stuff. And then I was just experimenting with the live stream. I think, right, when I close the live stream off, where it said where put end live stream button, I think if I walk away from the software, it's not broadcasting anymore, obviously, but the live chat's still open. And I think it stays open even when the stream's finished. I don't know if it cuts it off when I cut off the stream. So when I test it in a minute, I'm going to put the word end in as I hit the live stream button. So if you see ending, think, was it written ending like the original Chobber? It's because I'm actually testing whether the live chat will stay open afterwards. Because you guys like hanging around chatting and stuff. It's brilliant. So, yeah. So, listen, from the top of the tree, from the channel, from me, you watched Sunday Stockcast Sessions today. Pete Brown, that's me. Thank you ever so much for turning up, tuning in. It's a Sunday morning. It's a big ask, I know, but it gives you something to choke on your porridge on later when you're up and watching it back in the case of Simon Hooker. And no, generally, listen, whatever you're up to today, have a really, really good day, positive day, strong day. You kind of know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working on Stuart Madison's commission. I want to try and get as much of that finished as soon as possible because I've been distracted yesterday with domestic bliss. Anyway, you have a good day. If I don't see you before, I might see you in Marty's live stream on Tuesday night, 2 Lines. So 2 Lines is where you'll find us. If I can stay awake. If not, happy days. Enjoy your stream. And I'll see you later, guys. Okay, this is it. End of exercise. Track 5.